Welcome to our tribute to legends on our channel. Today we remember the amazing actors who passed away on this day, July 9th, 2024. Let's honor their incredible work in the world of movies. We send our thoughts to their families and fans as we remember them. May their legacies inspire us forever. Before we start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tributes. Doug Sheen. Doug Sheen, a beloved soap opera veteran, has sadly passed away at the age of 75. Known for his iconic role in General Hospital, Sheen died peacefully at his home on Saturday morning, June 29, 2024, with his loving wife by his side, as announced by Kane Funeral Home in Wyoming. The exact cause of death has not been disclosed. Sheen's acting career spanned over 4 decades, kicking off with a 1978 appearance on Charlie's Angels. His breakout role came a year later when he portrayed lawyer Joe Kelly on General Hospital, a role that earned him a Daytime Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Daytime Drama. After leaving General Hospital in 1982, Sheen joined the cast of Knots Landing, where he played Ben Gibson, husband to Valene Ewing, from 1983 to 1988. He then starred in the NBC sitcom Day by Day as Brian Harper for 2 seasons. His diverse television credits also include appearances on popular shows like MacGyver, Diagnosis, Murder, Columbo, Cheers, and the Clueless TV series. Joan Benedict. Joan Benedict Steiger, a beloved actress known for her work on shows like Candid Camera and General Hospital, passed away on June 24th at the age of 96 due to complications from a stroke. She died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, as confirmed by a family spokesperson. Joan began her career in the early days of television, making her mark in the 1950s with appearances on Candid Camera and The Steve Allen Show. Throughout the 1970s, she became a familiar face on TV, guest starring in popular series such as The Smith Family, Apple's Way, The Incredible Hulk, and Fantasy Island. Her later credits included roles in The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington Hotel, The Trials of Rosie O'Neill, and Dollhouse soap opera. Fans might remember her as Edith Fairchild on General Hospital, as well as her roles in Days of Our Lives and Capital. Joan Benedict was born on July 21, 1927, in Brooklyn. She began her artistic journey with dance lessons at the Brooklyn Academy of Music and later studied at the Rome Opera Ballet School. Transitioning to acting, she honed her craft at the Actors Studio under the guidance of Robert Lewis and Stella Adler. Her stage career was equally impressive, with performances in regional theaters and off-Broadway productions, including Promises, The Beauty Queen of Leenane Collected Stories, and The Traveling Lady. She also starred in solo shows like Leona about hotel magnate Leona Helmsley and the autobiographical The Loves of My Life. Joan once described her love for the theater, saying, "The theater for me is like being in church. When you feel the audience and feel that communication with other souls, it's like music. As a performer, I'm always pursuing that wonderful experience where you are completely alert and clear, and yet transported through your imagination." Her personal life was marked by love and loss. Joan first met actor Rod Steiger when she was just 19. Although their early romance was brief, they reconnected decades later and were married from 2000 until his death in 2002. She was previously married to actor John Myers, with whom she lived in Los Angeles for 30 years until his passing in 1992. After Steiger's death, she found companionship with once Life to Live actor Jeremy Slate until his death in 2006. In a 2016 interview, Joan reflected on her relationship, saying, "Strangely, I met all 3 of these men when I was in New York, just beginning my career while I was still a teenager. Both of my husbands and my lifetime partner Jeremy were wonderful men who respected me as an actress. They all died from different forms of cancer, so my memories are sometimes bittersweet, but with no regrets." Joan Benedict Steiger is survived by her daughter Claudia Myers Chuden and granddaughters Hannah and Ashley Chuden. She will be deeply missed by her family, friends, and fans. Bobby Greer. We are deeply saddened to share the news that Bobby Greer, a trailblazer in college athletics, passed away on June 30th at the age of 91. Bobby Greer, a former Pitt running back and linebacker, made history in the 1950s by becoming the first black player to compete in the Sugar Bowl, breaking the color barrier and paving the way for future generations of black athletes. Born in Massillon, Ohio, Greer attended Pitt from 1952 to 1955. His defining moment came in the 1956 Sugar Bowl when he courageously took the field, despite fierce opposition from then Georgia Governor Marvin Griffin. That game, which Georgia Tech won 7-0, saw Greer's 51 yards rushing as a standout performance. But more importantly, it marked a significant step in the desegregation of college athletics. Pat Narduzzi, Pitt's head football coach, reminisced about his first meeting with Greer, recalling how his humbleness and warmth left a lasting impression. Narduzzi praised Greer as a true Pitt icon whose pride and spirit continue to inspire current Pitt football players. After graduating from Pitt with a degree in business administration in 1957, Greer dedicated 12 years to the U.S. Air Force before working for U.S. Steel and the Community College of Allegheny County. Throughout his life, he remained active in the Pittsburgh community and was devoted to his family. Bobby Greer's remarkable journey in college football earned him a place in the Sugar Bowl Hall of Fame in 2019 and the Pitt Athletics Hall of Fame in 2020. Heather Like, Pitt's director of athletics, highlighted his courage and dignity, calling his legacy one of the most significant in the university's history. Greer's later years were marked by his service with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation, supporting caregiving for veterans. His greatest pride, however, was his family. He was a loving husband to his late wife Dorothy, and a dedicated father and grandfather to his children Rob Jr. and Cassandra, and his granddaughter. Bobby Greer's life was truly remarkable and impactful, leaving an enduring legacy both on and off the field. Our deepest condolences go out to the Greer family and all who were touched by his extraordinary journey. Joe Egan. Joe Egan, the talented musician and co-founder of Stealers Wheel, has sadly passed away at the age of 77. Joe, best known for co-writing and singing the hit song Stuck in the Middle with You alongside Jerry Rafferty, died peacefully on July 6, surrounded by his loved ones. The news was shared on the official Facebook page of the late Rafferty, managed by his daughter Martha, who fondly remembered Joe as a sweet and gentle soul. Egan and Rafferty's journey began in their hometown of Paisley, Scotland, where they met as teenagers at St. Mirren's Academy. Originally aspiring to be a soccer star, Joe's path took a musical turn when he teamed up with Rafferty in the early 1970s to form Stealers Wheel. After a couple of unsuccessful singles, their third release, Stuck in the Middle with You, became a massive hit, reaching the top 10 in both the US and the UK and selling over 2 million copies. This success also propelled their debut album into the Billboard 200's top 50. The song gained renewed fame when it was featured in Quentin Tarantino's iconic film Reservoir Dogs during a memorable scene where Mr. Blonde, played by Michael Madsen, tortures a cop while singing and dancing to the track. Since then, Stuck in the Middle with You has appeared in numerous movies and TV shows like The Guilt Trip, Gilmore Girls, That 70s Show, Malcolm in the Middle, Raising Hope, Cold Case, Top Gear, and The Simpsons. Despite their initial success, Stealers Wheel struggled to replicate it with their follow-up singles. Everything Will Turn Out Fine managed to break into the Billboard top 50, and Star, written by Egan, made the top 30. However, their subsequent albums failed to chart, leading to the band's dissolution in the mid-1970s. Joe Egan's musical legacy, marked by the timeless appeal of Stuck in the Middle with You, will continue to resonate with fans around the world. Rest in peace, Joe. Your music lives on. Cyclist Andre Dredge. The cycling world is in deep mourning today. We've lost a shining star, Andre Dredge, a young, talented cyclist from Norway. At just 25 years old, Andre tragically lost his life after a heartbreaking accident during the final stage of the Tour of Austria. Race organizers confirmed that Andre lost control of his bike while descending the Grossglockner on July 6. The injuries he sustained in the crash were severe, and despite immediate rescue efforts, Andre couldn't be saved. In a heartfelt statement shared on social media, race organizers expressed their devastation. Our entire team is devastated by this tragic accident, and our thoughts and prayers are with Andre's family and loved ones, his team Coupe Repsol, during this incredibly difficult time. Andre's team, Coupe Repsol, also took to social media to confirm his passing, asking for privacy for his grieving family. They announced that instead of the final race stage, a memorial ride would take place to honor Andre's memory. This gives the cycling family the opportunity to come to terms with what happened and to honor André Drage's memory. For André, forever in our hearts, they wrote. Tour of Austria director Thomas Pupp spoke about André's untimely death in an emotional video. As a father of 3, I can deeply imagine what this tragic accident means for André's family. It's so unfair, a young life full of positive prospects and hopes ended so dramatically, he said. André had been having an incredible season, securing 7 road race victories and overall wins at the Visit South Aegean Islands race and the International Tour of Roads. His potential was limitless, and his future looked incredibly bright. Tributes poured in from across the cycling community. Team Lidl Trek shared heartbreaking news from Tour of Austria today. We are sending all our love and strength to the friends, family, and at Team Koprepsel teammates of André Drage. Belgian team Intermarché Chouani echoed this sentiment. We are heartbroken to learn the passing of our fellow colleague cyclist André Drage, who had a wonderful career ahead of him. We send our sincere condolences to his family and his team. André Drage will forever be remembered in the hearts of his family, friends, teammates, and fans around the world. Rest in peace, André. Pat Daly. Great Lakes troubadour Pat Daly, a familiar name to many in South Basin Key West, has passed away at the age of 83. He died peacefully at his Bay Village home on Wednesday, July 3rd, surrounded by his family. Pat Daly, known by fans as the Legend of the Lake and the coolest SOB in the world, made a significant mark on the Ohio music and tourist scene. His one-man shows were so popular that they often packed venues with over 3,000 people. He was especially beloved in Put-in-Bay and Key West, Florida, but his popularity extended throughout the Midwest. Daly's career saw him sharing the stage with the likes of Shel Silverstein and Waylon Jennings, and he was a regular guest on radio programs such as Bob and Tom. But it was his time at Put-in-Bay that truly transformed his life. After starting at the Beer Barrel Saloon in 1978, he quickly became the hottest act on the island, even after the saloon was rebuilt following a fire in 1988. In the winter of 1984, Daly started performing at the legendary Sloppy Joe's Bar in Key West. His energetic performances and charming persona won over college students and tourists alike, making him a fixture there until his retirement in 2018. His collaboration with Shel Silverstein resulted in a remarkable body of work that spanned humorous songs, love ballads, and anthems about the Great Lakes. Tony Bocco, Daly's longtime tour manager, emphasized that while Daly's family and musical legacy are significant, his greatest legacy lies in the friendships he fostered through his music. North Coast folk legend Alex Bevan praised Daly for opening up Put-in-Bay as a music destination and for creating a unique style of songwriting that blended folk traditions with popular anthems. Pat Daly's songs continue to be performed worldwide, and his influence on the music scenes of Lake Erie and Key West will not be forgotten. His performances were a testament to his ability to connect with audiences, creating a sense of community and joy that will be dearly missed. Nicolas Cage. Certainly. Here's a fake news report about Nicolas Cage's supposed death in a motorcycle accident, along with the debunking for your video. Breaking news: famous actor Nicolas Cage tragically passed away in a fatal motorcycle accident. Reports indicate the 52-year-old actor lost control of his bike and collided with a vehicle on a Los Angeles highway. Hello everyone, I'm here to debunk a recent hoax that spread across social media claiming Nicolas Cage died in a motorcycle accident. The news was accompanied by a fake CNN image and even a supposed mugshot. However, this image was actually from a completely different incident back in 2011 in San Diego, not related to Nicolas Cage at all. Moreover, there have been no credible reports from legitimate news sources like CNN or others confirming his death. Nicolas Cage is alive and well, and is currently busy with his upcoming film Snowden and The Croods 2 slated for release in 2017. So don't believe everything you see on social media. Always verify news from trusted sources before sharing. Stay tuned for more updates.